When it's come to audio, some people spend a lot of money, but majority of people will only spend a few $100s or fractions of what they earn. These components are for those of you who just want to hear good music without spending tons of money. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I'm going to share my experience of using soon to be released AIYIMA 10th anniversary Class D amp and tube balance preamplifier stage T20 and A20 amplifier. A20 amplifier is balanced Class D amp using TPA 3255 chips inside, using with external power supply. Standard US power supply come with 48 volt 5 amp power unit. The brick that come with it, nice quality, built for the money of $206 that you can buy. You can use either TRS or XLR balance or RCA input to it, as well as subwoofer out high pass filter setting from 60 Hz to 200 Hz for subwoofer and the high pass filter tuning, as well as bypass. So bypass is you totally bypass the volume control. Power output as of US power supply, standard power supply, it can put out 100 watt at 8 ohm and 120 watts at 4 ohm load of dynamic power. This setup I'm using CSS Audio 2 DTX towers and Martin Logan Dynamo subwoofer with this combination. I started off with soon to be released 4Z Audio affordable deck that I've been trying, so that combination sounded okay, but it's very hard for me to coming from using with my other system with all that Gaster R30 deck and all that combination. So sound is out of the box a bit rough and edgy. So these are right now probably like 80 hours or so using and idling all the time. So when I'm listening out of the box, that 4Z audio deck and this combination doesn't work really well. So I switch it over to Top-End D900 discrete 1-bit deck with streamer is I'm using SMS N100. Sound becomes more enjoyable with this pairing. Mostly I use this AIYIMA A20 and T20 combination with balanced connection. You can also use with RCA in and out as well. All those features that come in this A20 is all the bypass and subwoofer, high pass filter and all that. So I try all those features and everything working as good as it should. Good amount of bass delivery and punch that it can offer with the CSS Audio 2 DTX towers. These tower works the best with Class D amps. For me personally, it just suits really well, as well as tube amp. So this combination is best of both worlds because the A20 is using tube buffer stage as well as using all the op amps. So I will get to that detail later. For the power delivery and sound signature of this A20 is as good as it can deliver in this price point of $200 range. This room is 26 by 16, medium sized room. Even that, when I'm listening like 14-15 feet away, it don't have any problem filling the room. Let's do a little bit of quick walkthrough here. This is A20 volume control. This A20 volume control is a lot smoother than this pre-stage volume control. I wish that they come with same quality volume control on this T20. So this one making all sort of that ticking sound. This one is very smooth and just slight resistant when I'm turning it. So this is input selector, RCA or XLR, HPF or direct on or off. So that's the selection that you can do. When you turn in it, you can see all the numbers of gain level that you are turning it. So to change the input mode, just push this knob once and it will turn red, and that's RCA input. Push it again back to XLR. Double push, that is mute. push it again, this gain is back. So that is the volume control and control button. Push and hold and it will take it off. So when you turn it on, it will give you this countdown timing to get these tubes ready. Very simple and straightforward operation. So quality of this chassis and everything, temperature control, everything is working nicely and it doesn't get very warm. If I stack up like this, it gets a bit warmer than leaving them side by side. So that's why most of the time I like to use them side by side for better temperature control, but I always keep it around 68 Fahrenheit in this room. What I like about this A20 and T20 combination, aside from affordable price and mid-fi sound quality, is design of the chassis, and they design it layout and everything is exactly the same, so you can stack them together nicely. T20 retail for $180. It's come with Bavane OEM ECC83 input tubes in there, interchangeable with 12AX7 in US variation. That is very good tubes, input pre-tubes that you can use. Probably they are using it as a buffer stage because it's also have LME 4972 op amp in there, as well as OP1612 op amps on this T20. So this T20 is probably give you plenty of room to play around, rolling the tubes as well as rolling those all those op amps that you can play around. So that is a nice option. So those are going to be very enjoyable experience if you like to have fun with rolling tubes and rolling op amps. In my case, I only try with standard tubes and standard op amps. Even the sound quality is very nicely enjoyable sound. Clean sound with a little bit of tube enhancement to it. Not overwhelmingly enhanced tubey sound, but it has nice tube influence in overall sound quality. So when it's paired with this transparent sounding A20 Class D amp, it has a nice depth and good layering and everything. So those are gonna be pretty impressive offering. Only thing that I'm missing is precision notes and stereo image, as well as space and air, that those regions that only come in higher price point. In terms of power delivery, sound quality of this combination, it can easily rival any legacy brands amps from $500-600 price range. This one has flexibility of playing around with power supply if you want more power output, but keep in mind, as soon as you change to stronger power supply, the noise will increase as well, especially in high level output. So that's the one thing that I like to remind you. But as it came from the factory, they come with it, everything works as good as it can be, and power delivery is very good for the money. If you are in the market for good sounding without spending a lot of money, these combinations are hard to beat. In this video, sound sample is recorded with this Topping D900 1-bit DAC and SMS N100 UPnP playback from my NAS. It's gonna be totally out of price range pairing, right? But that's how I like the way they sound together. But in the entry-level price point, I can easily recommend you to go with something like SMS SU1. So that $80 DAC will totally give you enjoyable sound signature with this combination at affordable price point, as well as pairing it with VM Pro streamer option. That will be very nice pairing. But only thing that you will be missing is balanced connection to be able to get the best sound quality and dynamic range out of this combination. So that is going to be, you may need to spend a little more money on balanced DAC or balanced cables, etc. Mostly I use Mogami cable and Belden 9497 speaker wires in dual run. So that is the cable that I use in this combination. For the sound quality that it can offer an affordable price point, these components are hard not to recommend. So if you are in the market for affordable, good sounding combination, this A20 and T20 combination is must audition. That's the experience I like to share with you. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, meet my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over that line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only one. my solitude. Welcome to the wheel. Coming to this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude. Burn this building